From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Los Angeles Rams. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go, set, 8, read. Ready? Topper! Ready?
On first down, McConnell. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On the ready.
59. Mike 59. Check pass.
Fair. 2.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Stand off.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
14 yards in a Chicago first down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". I got you. I got you.
Looking to throw. McConnell. He rifles one that's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Wide, get wide. Hard ball.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Pushing his way through. Gets through, and now an opening. That one good for 33 and a first.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Gerald Everett, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
First down, a run with Cohen. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here. And
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Deuce. Tiger. Check nickel.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. McCaffrey following the penalty. Tony Brown there on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
You better be afraid of me. Go, 12, let's go. Hey, wahoo!
Goff now looking to throw. And a catch made here by Sharon Peak. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 26.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
180!
54! I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Alert 3, alert 3.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
He was taken down by Kyle Fuller. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
Cut! 180!
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
180!
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Wild Bill, Wild Bill.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Goff. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. DJ Moore with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Down!
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the team...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick-6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Ready? 70, Indy.
Right, 54. Exit, exit. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
They'll run on first down. Cohen. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually broke that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
7 yards there and a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
It's our time. Slam, slam, slam. Alert flag, alert flag.
Recon, 132 fighter. On the pin.
Back to throw. McConnell. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. McConnell. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 14.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Looking to throw. McConnell.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. McConnell. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off down at the 2. And he is all the way up past the 25. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Rip left, rip left. SOS, SOS, SOS.
Hardball.
SOS.
5.
SOS.
5.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Goff. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Check, check, 59, 59. Come on.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
That's the one who made the spear, baby.
That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 44. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Watch the screen. Shift. Watch the shift.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
a 35-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Back to throw. McConnell. And now here's another interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
6 brings up 2nd and goal at the 11-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Gone. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. McCaffrey. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Goff. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Check 99.
Hold on. Check.
3rd and long. It's gone. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Leonard Floyd. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Johnny Hacker now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing on 3rd and long. McConnell gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Here's McCaffrey. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Rabbit. Check.
Out of the gun. Gone. He gets it here to Peake. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Double dog. That's the way.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Jordan Hicks brought him down.
That's it, baby.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and
120.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
180.
Watch 54. Squeeze, double.
On 3rd down, Westbrook. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands.
Your trip is huge.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Yeah.
Here's Gone. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Now Greg Zuerlein. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
They run. This is Cohen. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Blue Dan, blue Dan. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. Switch, switch. 6-6, pull it high. Bang, 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 bang. Take over.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McConnell, that's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Ready?
Now Cohen. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. McConnell. That is caught by Cohen. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Back to throw. McConnell. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
Ready. 30 base. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Mike 59.
Throwing on 1st down. McConnell. It's caught. It's Miller. And they'll get this down to the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out.
He's 59, Mike the 59. All right, here we go. Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get this. Slam, slam.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Hard. 24, check 24.
On first down, it's Cohen, and they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
He's coming. We got double up. 59's Mike. Check, 59.
You're trash.
Be careful.
To throw on second down. McConnell. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
Hey, Echo. Mike's 59. Now.
Throwing on third and long. McConnell, and he completes it to Cohen, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
At their own 26-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them. And
as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Los Angeles, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Chicago, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.